Good morning, guys. Hi, Rico. Hey, Thunder. Let's see what time. Ooh, I'm starting a little bit, like, maybe a little bit too early. Good morning, guys. Don't post your pilot ID because you're gonna have to answer a question. So if you get chosen and I don't see an answer, that prize is going to be given to someone else. That actually happened about 50 times or so, the last giveaway. The random comment picker chose a couple of winners, and I noticed they didn't answer the question, so I just picked the next one. That's the rules. Good morning, Rico. You see how I say that, and everyone keeps posting just after I said. You have exams this month, so you're gonna leave, but you can't see the live. Well, if you can't see the live, that's okay. You can watch it later on, and you can enter in the comment section. Your odds are about the same. How do you know the idea platform? Do they give it after that? Answers? Yeah, so there's going to be a question that I'm going to ask you guys later on. You will have to give me the answer, and then you put your pilot ID in your platform. And then when the stream is done later on, or, well, I usually give it about a week. Then I will use a random comment picker, and it will randomly select someone from the giveaway, like all of those that have participated, and then it will give me a comment with like all the information. But if I don't see an answer, then, well, off to the next one. Yeah, I was saying how I had to put someone on the, well, I know it's one person because it's the same pilot ID. When I was selecting the comments, there was someone using multiple YouTube accounts, and I could tell because the random comment picker collects like 10 or so winners at a time, and the majority of them had the same pilot ID but different YouTube. So I had to put that pilot ID on blacklist. And then there was another one where I could see that the formatting was done by a bot of some sort. So I just put them all on a blacklist. Yeah, because that's not being fair to the others. If you're trying to beat the system, just play it fairly and we don't have a problem. I get it. Oh, and I'm not going to run cinders. Actually, I should put like a thing where I should put like a goal. If you want me to run cinders, we need that kind of donation. Which should you use, Hawk or Siren? I'm trying to think like which one is probably better now. What you could do, being that you are kind of deciding, I mean, you could either do a Hawk with the Hell and the Snare, or you could run the Siren with those same weapons. But the thing is, with the Siren, you also have the freeze effect, so maybe that might pair like a little bit better. Why is the test service not working? Probably because I ran into issues. I don't know. They might be testing something. I was running actually some test games earlier. I was experiencing a lot of lag, but I also know that I think Pixonic is using me as a test subject for Denuvo. Because I questioned them like about a week ago. I asked them if they are testing something with Denuvo with emulators or something, because I'm experiencing some really weird lag. Like all of a sudden it just started to lag up really bad. And they didn't deny it. They actually said they are testing on the live server on some accounts. So I'm assuming the some accounts, I'm one of them. I mean, they didn't say it, and they probably won't, but I wouldn't be surprised. Because it just makes sense, right? You would use your mentors as test subjects. But anyways, okay. What time is it? Should we get started? We can get started. It's about 10. What's on the Minos? I'll get to that in a second. Let's just look at the Bifrost. So unfortunately, I don't have like 100 of these. It would be nice to give away 100 or even more. I only have 20 to give away. So bit of a smaller giveaway, but maybe I can get more for the next batch. So I'm doing this now because, you know, we actually only have about 2 days left of the current event, which means the next event's going to start in about 3 days. And then I'm going to have a new set of giveaway prizes for that. I would imagine probably the new robot is what they're going to give me. But yeah, it's going to be based on that. Wendell, where am I from? I'm from Canada, but I'm originally from South Africa. So if you're wondering, this guy sounds South African, it's because he is. Well, I used to live there. Okay, so we have the Bifrost. Bifrost Mothership. This is what I'm running on my one. Okay, Lifesaver, Aegis Blast, Damage Enforce System. The ability is called Radiant Veil. And I'm not going to go over all of this, but basically it also has a cleanse effect. Okay, so it applies a cleanse effect at the end, which basically removes, well, it's the cleanse, so like lockdown, suppression. I think gray damage too, right? I'm assuming. I'm not going to read through all of this. You need to upgrade from the Paladin. Yeah. So I know on like the baby account that I have the Avalon. This is like an upgraded version of it. Is the Rook better than the Luchador in the current meta? That's a tough one. I would say maybe the Luchador is stronger. Because of the reflector shield, which is kind of handy. I'm just trying to think like what kind of threats do you have? So the thing with the Rook is you don't have a reflector shield. You have a physical shield, but the physical shield can be broken very easily. Like, well, I mean, if you look at, not that the players are going to be running the ultimate Columbus, but something like this can, like the splash damage can go right through the shield. Whereas if they had a reflector shield like the Luchador has, that will reflect some of the damage. You have this, which... Okay, so this would do more damage maybe to a Luchador, because a Rook, you have the physical shields, but I don't think it's going to take long to really break physical shields with these weapons. I'm just trying to factor in. I think maybe reflector shield might be better. So maybe I'm leaning more towards the Luchador. But I said this before. So if you had a choice between, like, we're looking at Titans. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Munin. So if you look at, like, the Titans that we have. Like, so if you had to go to the store and you're looking to purchase one, or you're not sure which one to go for. So between... I guess the Rook isn't here, but between like the Luchador, the Rook, the Heimdall, the Indra, the Minos, I still think the Indra is the, like for a newer player, you will get more value out of the Indra. Actually, you will be able to see why I say that in Tuesday's video, because I ran my Indra on the baby account and I was killing a lot of maulers. Let's just put it that way. And some of my members were a little bit surprised. I guess there are some players that know how strong the Indra is, but I think some of the newer members were a bit surprised at how effective. But there's a skill level to it. Like you have to learn your timings. Hey Brandon, hi Lexi. The secret for the wrap well, there's a number of ways that you can do that. This is one. So you want to use the repair amp and the last stand. If you're going to make it more tanky, then I don't know if I would really use the jump unit. In that case, I would probably use unstable conduit or... this would be another one. So you could either use that or this one here. But I'm going to use jump unit because this is going to be sort of like my beacon runner. And then I would combine that with the shy. Okay, and it does make a big difference actually, even though the shy is more like a first stand rather than a last stand. I would use the shy, and then you want tank skills. Okay, so you want like tough guy, armor expert, stubborn warrior. I would say these three are really important. Cautious pilot, another very important one. You wanna stack all those tank skills on. Give it as much health and as much resistance as possible. And then the other, I guess the last thing is going to be to look at like your mothership, because your mothership can make a big difference too. Also, you want to make sure clever survivor. Yeah, a lot of times players, I kind of guess, or at least get where they're coming from. Like if you're a new player, you see, oh, this is like purple, this skill can't be that great because that's the highest it goes to. You know, gold T4 is where like the top players, what they run. That's actually not how they play. There's certain skills for certain bots, especially if you have like reflector shield, or in the case of like my Archo, you really do want those skills, because what this does is when the health of my Archo goes down to 50%, I can activate my ability again. So some people think like I'm cheating, but I'm not cheating. It's like the ability. So I will run in, I will use my ability, I will do my damage. I'm not taking that much damage because I'm in that ability mode. And then when my ability mode ends, I start taking damage a lot from those players. But because it happens so fast, my health drops to 50%, and then I activate my ability once again. So when I activate my ability again, I'm not taking much damage. And on top of that, I've got all these other tank skills. So you make it crazy, crazy strong that way. And that's how I typically build all my tanks. This pilot, okay, so from what I understand with this pilot, basically when you're in your Archo, I mean, I guess it applies also to, it applies with the Haruko as well. But with this pilot, so gains defense points after each active, damage over time effect, it is under. So if you use your Archo and you have this, if the damage that the Archo takes, it converts into, I believe, defense points. So the corrosion, right? So it converts damage into corrosion, and then that converts the corrosion into defense points. So it makes the Archo even stronger. So if you are running, say, Toxin, Venom, Bane, Viper weapons, any kind of corrosion weapons, and you fire at me when I'm in my ability mode, and you think you're doing damage, you're actually not. You're making me even stronger. You're making my Archo, you're stacking the defense points, and if I'm using the Haruko, you're actually allowing me to output even more damage onto you. So, yeah, it's almost kind of like how the Mauler works in a way. Okay, so anyways, we're gonna get into some gameplay here. I'm gonna use the Bifrost. You had the new beta weapons. And 50 DGM points. Yeah, I don't know about the DGM. But if you want the beta weapons, the Munin, that might have been from my giveaway. Although, I don't know, because I announced the winners yesterday, and then I rewarded yesterday as well. So it might have been from that. Okay, so anyways, Ultimate Benos, someone was asking. Okay, that's what I'm running. I'm not sure if this is gonna hold up. I'm just busy testing a couple of skills. I think I changed 2 skills, and I want to see how it performs. I was actually using the Bjorn, but man, that thing goes down fast. I mean, there's times where it's like tanky, but man, when your ability goes, it's like you're done for. Okay, so hold on a second. We're going to be playing some games. Also, if you haven't yet done so, if you guys could help me out, make sure to leave a thumbs up. Don't use anti-control on the Titan. Well, the reason why I'm using anti-control is because it gives me more health and it also protects me from things like suppression and lockdown. And I didn't think, actually, when I used that on Indra, I didn't think it would make a difference, but it actually makes a huge difference because if you're, especially like in an Indra, and some guy jumps at you like with a Rook or Luchador, and they try to suppress you, that anti-control blocks him completely, so they don't even suppress you. So you end up doing more damage that way, because if they suppress you, you're doing obviously, what is it, 25% or whatever the suppression is. There's an option where they have to subscribe in order to enter. Well, that's one of the requirements. I haven't gotten to the rest of the rules, so I figured I might as well activate that. Wait, that guy destroyed these guys. I wanted them to move out of my way, and I may end up going down here. Oh, you know what? That guy is running. Someone is running. Wait, why didn't my jump work? I'm not gonna make it. I tried to do a super jump. I don't know why my jumps sometimes don't work. That's a lot of players here. Wait a minute, that guy, that AG guy from earlier, I'm pretty sure I saw him kill his bot. Why did he kill his bot earlier? Either him or it was a teammate. I think it was him. Yeah, it was him. Huh. Oh my gosh, the lag. Remember what I said about the... Yep. This game is over. They were camping. Well then. What I did was I wait for this guy to fire first. That way he's on a reload. He's gonna drop in here, right? Yeah, I saw you. Oh. Whoa! Ah! Play the sniper game? Too boring. I don't like... I mean, it's not that I don't know how to snipe. I just find that style, it's too boring. No skill involved. Just point and shoot. I think it was this guy. So why did he ditch his first spot? The damage counter distracting. I don't actually pay attention to it anymore. But yeah, usually when I have a lot of that stuff on my screen, I do find it distracting. That's why I don't pay attention to like the left and right or the top right. There's too many things flashing. Show the blacklist? No, I don't show the blacklist because if I do that, then players will try to exploit it. I don't show it. Once you're on that blacklist, you're not getting off. So if you're wondering, actually, if you're on the blacklist and you're on my channel, and you're like, if you're wondering if you're banned, you're probably not banned because you wouldn't be able to question, like you wouldn't be able to comment. Now they bring out their brawlers. Kind of late for that. Game's almost over. I'm looking at my team. Range, range, range. Yeah, that's why we lost that beacon. There is someone fighting here. Assist. Oh wait, that's a bulk. Bulk is Ari. This is perfect. You can't block splash. Gotta deal with this Fenrir first. Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we cleared out this area. They have a Titan back here. Actually, they have multiple Titans now. We need to get this right beacon back. Oh boy, that's a lot of I might get killed here. Must get this guy. Did I knock a weapon off? I didn't. No! Sorry, dude. I've got to lock him down. Ooh. We're losing the other beacon on the other side. I want to go around the corner here, but I can't do that just yet. Dude, I'm just getting in this guy's way all the time. I wanted to run in front of that rook, but he kept going in front of me. This way you could use my reflector shield. Assist. Come on, reload. Ah! Whoa, why is my Ah! Why is my Minos still alive? It's probably because of the pilot. I'm trying to time my abilities because I don't usually play the Minos. I don't usually play the Minos. I need to get used to using the Minos. Okay, wait. Hold on a second, guys. Let me just do... What's the goal to use the cinders? Wow. You guys really want me to use cinders? Does it inflict EMP? Which one? Does the EMP go through? And I think the anti-control, like if you had one, it could potentially block the first hit, but it most likely won't block the second. Because that's how the anti-control works. Because there's usually a cooldown, right? So that's what I'm thinking. You guys and your cinders, man. Brutal. Hi. You were looking at me earlier, right? That's a lot of raptors. Okay, I don't think I can survive this. Oh, oh. Oh, I have a shy on here. Oh, we got one. Man, this thing's charging up my mothership like crazy. Holy. I think I activated it twice. Incoming! Nah, phase shift. I need my jump. There we go. Ah! Trying to get close. Where's the Ocho? Oh, that's smart. He had the whiteout on there. What if I did this? I mean, there's so many of them. Whoa! Whoa, we just killed all of them. Yeah, I guess that backfired on them. They forgot that I actually could drop in with the Titan. Incoming! Oh. Ooh. Gotta wait here first. Oh man, the carnage. Oh, they're gonna drop in with their Titan soon, right? Into the gorge. Come on. Push him off. Push him off. Yes. Oh no, I killed him. I guess that works too. Oh no, that's not a good move, dude. Come on. Can I do it? Yes, off the edge. No. Wait. Back up. No. I'm trying to push him. Come on. Squish him. You shouldn't fire into a Minos when he has his reflector shield up. Not a good thing to... Whoa, what the... What is that? Oh. Oh. So wait, that whole time I was in their spawn, what the heck were we doing? Why do we have so much going? Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm gonna be dead. What happened to my team? I'm dead. There's no ways I can survive this. We have no beacons left either. Oh boy. Oh. Ah. Yeah, this is not ending well for me. Hey, where did you come from? I'm dead. There's no ways. Counter against the Devourer if you can time the EMP. I feel like we were short-handed. How is it we only have one player left and they've only lost one player through all of that? You can still get you can still get EMP'd with anti-control. Oof. My team just folded. I don't know what happened there. That was weird. Okay, so I think we'll do the giveaway now. Because we're like 30 or so minutes, 40 minutes in, almost. Anti-control removes the EMP, but the regular Titan anti-control module removes the lockdown, suppression, and freeze. Yeah, so, and it also gives you, I think, more health, right? It also gives you more health. I could try the self-fix reactor, but I think I tried this last time and I was getting locked down and I didn't, yeah. Yeah, so if you look, you get immunity to, was it suppression, freeze, and the, wait, it didn't say, oh, lockdown, yeah. So lockdown, suppression, freeze, and then you get extra 30% health. Hey, Steel. I mean, we can try self-fix. Let's see how it does with self-fix. Although I think the Titan anti-control is better. Because I think the last time I used it, I was constantly getting locked down. Okay, so before I run more games here, what is being given away? So 20 of these Bifrost. Unfortunately, I don't have more. I mean, I would like to give away like 200, but we're stuck with 20. Actually, wait, before I do that, because I see you guys already posting pilot IDs. You're all going to lose, by the way. If you get chosen, you haven't answered the question. So hold on. Do that. I'm going to do this first to prevent you guys from spamming your pilot IDs because you're actually entering wrong. And if you're wondering why do you always lose, that's the reason why. Because you got to follow instructions. I always have to repeat myself. Okay, so what is being given away? 20 Bifrost, motherships are going to be up for grabs. So that is this mothership over here. It is the newest one. Basically an upgrade of the Avalon. So this is what I have. Okay. So 20 of these are going to be up for grabs. This giveaway is 100% free. It is sponsored by Pixonic. It doesn't matter if you're on iOS, Android, Steam, My Games, Amazon, you guys can enter. And in order to enter, so now, yeah, this is where we are going to go through the instructions. Pay very careful attention. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Make sure that you leave a thumbs up. And share this video or live stream with your friends, your clanmates, and answer the question, what is the name of the Bifrost ability? So when you answer in the same comment, whether it's in the live chat or, you know, when the stream is done, you guys can enter again. So that will be 2 opportunities to win. Make sure that you answer that question. So what is the name of the Bifrost ability? And then include your pilot ID and your platform. And I'll even show you the name right now. But I have to do it this way because, yeah, I don't want you guys to just spam. Okay, it actually says it on the screen right now, but the name of the ability, there we go. In fact, I even have it as my name in case you didn't catch it. It's like so obvious, but I have to do this. So that is what is required. So let me just do that. We're going to put the screen on. I'm going to make the chat available to everyone now so that you guys can enter your answers. And there you go. The first one that mentioned didn't answer the question. Yeah, you got to make sure you answer the question. Okay, live chat. Hold on, I'm just looking to see if my things are right. Okay, so that is that's what you have to do. The answer is basically on the screen here. And you can even look at the others, what they're answering. And also the winners are going to be announced next Sunday. Probably before then because there's only 20 winners. But I'll give it a couple of days so that you guys can enter in case you aren't able to watch the live stream. You can enter in the comment section once the stream is done. There's already someone doing it wrong. Oh no, trust me, there's a lot doing it wrong. Wait until you see, like, if you guys could see the process when I'm picking how many could have won, but they didn't win simply because they didn't answer questions. This last giveaway, I think there was about 50. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. And then those same people crying, like, I entered over so many years. Why do I never win? Well, maybe read the instructions. I mean, it doesn't take long. I want to say it takes 5 minutes, but if I'm being honest, not even 5 minutes. 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes. Even that's pushing it. I mean, that says a lot. Okay. We're going to drop in to another game here. Just here to chill, not here to participate. Nothing wrong with that. Thanks for joining though. Abracadabra. That's a different way of spelling it. Holy, wait, what the? The game's over. Wait. I can't even drop in. Oh, wait. I think Pixonic is... Whoa, what the? We just high-fived each other in the air. My team only has 3 players. There's more now, but yeah, I couldn't drop in fast enough. My team is, they must have been camping or something, right? What the heck's going on here? Oh wait, there's a hacker. Oh wait, that's why. I'm surprised these guys actually cheat. They used to be very strong players on iOS before. I'm not gonna drop in right now. They have a hacker. This home player. They used to be very respectable on iOS, if it's who I think it is. That's kind of sad. Yeah, I'm not dropping in. If I was blue team, I wouldn't drop in. Just report that guy. I noticed they have a trans player in this group too. They were reported, but this home guy, I want to see what platform he's on. You saw the hacker from the... Well, that's his name. Whoa. Is this the same guy here? Or, no, wait, that's an iPhone. I think I might... No, that's not the iPhone. Who is this? You can always see the erratic movement. If you're watching this, I'll just put that up so that you guys can enter. Is the Heimdall a good Titan? It's not a top meta Titan, but it's definitely a lot stronger than it was before. Like, it fares pretty good against like the Mauler now. I think players actually underestimate the Heimdall. The thing is whether I would level it up. That's a tough one. I definitely don't think it's going to get a nerf anytime soon, just because they've given it so many buffs. If anything, I wouldn't be surprised if they buff it further. They always have fake stats. Yeah, this was actually mentioned in... but I noticed actually this group that I'm seeing, I think these are all the hackers, they might all be playing in the same squad. Let's see what happens actually. But wait a minute. Why does it look like we're actually winning? Is my team also cheating? It's so sad that players have to do that to win. I guess it goes to show that they weren't really skilled to begin with. Man, I used to respect them as well on iOS. Do I know them? There used to be a home... I'm not sure if it's the same home clan on iOS. This was a long time ago. They used to have very strong players. The thing is, on iOS, it's a lot harder to cheat. So I know that they most likely weren't cheating. See, they're on Android. I think this is a different clan. Yeah, I think this is a completely different clan. Yeah, there used to be a very strong home clan. This was way back. I think they were actually Japanese, though. This one is from China. That's a different clan. Show his... Oh. Actually, you know what? I should actually add this one. Thank you, Gato. Menos cinders, please, and don't sell any cinders. They will get buffed. They probably will at some point. Thank you for the donation. Oh man, I was hoping I would have other cinders. I was actually gonna sell it right in front of you. Okay, just for that donation, I will run the oolong. The developers are lazy. Actually, there was someone that came into my Discord yesterday saying that they are actually in a hackers Discord, and there are a lot of hackers there that are trying to figure out, like, more and more of them have been getting banned lately, and some of their cheats aren't working. And they even were willing to pay this guy $70 to try to figure out how they could hack. So I wouldn't say they're not doing anything. I mean, for him to say that is quite... You know, it shows that they are doing something, because if they weren't doing something, then that wouldn't be... Oh, so you know what? Maybe that's the reason also why... I don't know if that's better. So if we die quickly, we know who to blame here. Gato's like, wait a minute. I need to swap out one of these. What am I gonna use? I have to swap out another, because there's this skill and then there's the other skill. Primary ability is active. Oh. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I have to sacrifice 2 skills just to use these cinders if I want to make it somewhat usable. Tell them to ban the whole... So first of all, it doesn't make sense for them to ban, and I'll tell you a reason why. Because if they ban them, they will just create the clan again, and they will cheat again, right? So what you want to do is you want to actually keep them on the live server for now. This way you can use them as a way to test to see if your anti-cheat works. I don't know if that makes sense. And you also need those guys to be on the test server, because that's where they most likely will be. You then use them, and then that way you can test to see whether your anti-cheat will pick all of them up. Once you know that it can do that, then you implement the anti-cheat, and you do a sweeping wave across test servers, across... Well, I mean, test server's not really going to help much, but across the live server, and you just do a complete ban. So it makes more sense to have that approach than to ban them straight up, because you're going to have to deal with them. Like, it's not going to take them long to create another account. So, yeah. Hey, Cactus. Silent Rain. Where are you reading that? Which Titan is powerful to play right now? So there's I would say there's 3 that I'm running into like a lot. So Devourers, Maulers. To some extent the Bjorn. I started late. To some extent the Bjorn, but I would say also Ultimate Minos. I started late here. I was reading the chat. That was costly. Yeah, he's gonna go straight for... It's kind of funny. He's going for that beacon and I'm going for this one. Man, I'm getting locked down a lot. I have to see what I've got on here, actually. This is a weird turn of events. So, you went to our side, I went to their side, and it's basically a reset now. And that's a lot of players on this side. That's a lot of guys in center. Ah, he's gonna get me. I couldn't lock on. There were too many players there. Hey, wait, this might be the perfect time to run in with this thing. But whether I can hold it down... Yeah, if they have another Titan there with shotguns, I'm finished. There's no ways I can survive. Assist! Hey, we got someone. This guy's gonna keep on going. I keep pushing him. Whoa! Yeah, I'm gonna be dead. I can't go into center with this. There's no ways I'm gonna survive. How are we gonna do this? The only way is to go this way that I can think of. He did a lot of damage to himself. Hey, this is good for this guy. Go cook him. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm dead. I'm not even charging up my mothership much. We're gonna charge up today or what? Dude, I'm not charging up at all. Whoa. I'm hitting so many players and I'm not even charging up. There we go. Are you serious? I'm actually gonna win this fight. I'm running in front. Oh. Yeah, no. Kind of figured it was gonna go down fast. Terrible build. You can slice and dice it any way you want. Terrible build. You're not supposed to 1v1. Well, I'm also not supposed to give up beacons either. We just gave it up. Watch us lose the game now. They don't charge at all, like 0. I was in so much trouble there. The only thing I can think of doing here is just running beacons on them. It actually survives pretty long. No point surviving if you're gonna lose. I'm just gonna have to camp this beacon here, I guess. Wait, is that a Titan? That might be a... No, wait, what is that? It is a Titan. Oh my. I guess that answers the question on whether Luchador is stronger than Rook. Answer is no. Well, we know he lost his Titan in the bot, but he has... Oh, he still has another one. I leeched onto him. He may have another. Yeah, he lost a lot of bots there. With the one with the Mog one? Yeah, that's a pretty nasty build then. That was kind of funny. So he went to our spawn, but as he went to our spawn, I went to center. So maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I started a bit late there, because it allowed me to get into center. Ice rockets? We could try ice rockets. I'm actually kind of wondering about the Stellivora because what I've been noticing in some of my games, I seem to be doing a lot of damage. I guess because it's like Sonic, right? Have I tried? I tried it on the test server. I haven't. We'll see when it comes. I think it's this week that it will be arriving. So I'm hoping that I'm going to be able to cover that. Oh, look at that. We've got basically the same. I have to use 2 so we can run. This might be a fun build, actually. Now I think about it. Too cold. The other, so I think when I ran this one, it definitely, I think I survived longer, but the thing is I'm going to get locked down a lot. I've been getting locked down a lot on this one here. Maybe I need to run this. Yeah, when you get locked down a lot like that, kind of makes me question if I should be running the other track. Okay. Let me just put up that screen there so that you guys can see what you need to do in order to enter. Mauler or Byron? Bjorn? Mauler or Bjorn? Mauler is stronger. But they might nerf it. Because not many are running the Bjorn, so I could kind of understand why you'd want to buff the Bjorn. I wonder if I can get to their beacon here. Oh wait, I might be able to. Just want to make sure that, I have my reflector shield. Ice rockets. What are these guys all sitting back here for? Guess there goes the ducks. They're all in their spawn. Yep. I guess that's what happens. I kind of played that very aggressively though. Wait, this guy's moving into center? Surely he's gonna run out of... Oh, you know what? This is a counter to the Sam Jock, right? Because of EMPs, he couldn't use his ability. Ah, that's why we're seeing more. Okay, I understand now. Ooh. I gotta be careful. That's two. I can't withstand two of them. Oh boy. Ran into the wall. I didn't think about that. So the Minos is a counter to the Samjok. That's good to know. Ocho is king. Telling you, Ocho. Actually, I think the other guy that I killed, that one Ocho that ran in, I think he had the Tesla build, right? I think it was a Tesla. Some have asked me why do I run the ice rockets when the Tesla should be stronger because it's newer. Well, ice rockets do more damage. You have more range too. Horrible for brawling. Yeah, I just wanted to try it. Always good to try. So the Vajra, I tried the Ruiner, but I didn't like the Ruiner. Maybe if we use like Squall. Let's try Evora. Is a giveaway over? No, you can still enter. Let me just put that screen up. Trying to think, where did all my Evoras and stuff go? I still have from when I was... Wait, what? I was wondering why I had the Sirius there. I think it was that from a... I think that might have been from a Dream Hangar. No, that couldn't have been. Maybe someone asked me during a live stream. Oops, hold on. Berserker. Increase primary ability damage. Huh. For the Mauler, the Kraken, or the Ruiner, I actually prefer the Mahavajras and the Vajras over the Ruiner. Even when it was at its prime, when a lot of players were running the Ruiner, I was actually running the Mahavajra and the Vajra because I preferred it, because I noticed when I dashed, oftentimes I would miss the first shot. So the thing is, if you miss the first shot, someone had calculated that you're basically losing out on over 500,000 damage. And the Ruiner weapons, I think you only have 3 shots, right? So you hit once, second, and third. The thing is, if you're missing your first shot, and that's 500,000 damage or more, yeah, you've already lost a lot of damage output. Would I choose a normal Minos or... Okay, so the normal Minos versus the Bjorn, I think the Bjorn is stronger. But the Bjorn is not as strong as what everyone makes it out to be. It actually goes down very fast. So I'm just waiting to find a game here. So I have that screen up for the ones who want to enter the giveaway. So the winners are going to be announced next Sunday. Well, probably on Saturday. Oh, the flame weapons. I could try that. Wow, there's... I can't find a game here. You ran the Mauler with Mahavajra and the Stellivora. I'm sure that works too. Hey, Thomas. Day's going good so far. It's like the morning now, so can't really... Ask me at the end of the day. You know, it might start off okay, and then it just goes all downhill from there. I've had days like that. Holy, what happened to the server, man? We can't find any games? Does it make quantum radar useless? Well, I definitely wouldn't use quantum radar if you've got unstable conduit. So it makes it useless, but it's only a temporary thing. You got to remember, with unstable conduit, they change it every couple of months, right? Incoming. There's a lot of campers, yep. We're coming to visit. Starting with you. Oh! I'm actually surprised I didn't kill that guy. I thought I'd be able to kill him. Well, we got 3 beacons. And now what we can do is we can run down this flank and get that beacon. Raven Hussars. Raven Hussars would do pretty decent. What the? Kind of a boring game, this one. They're just sitting back. So what do they plan on achieving with that? They're not gonna even get their home beacon, I guess? Now they're like, oh, we better get beacons, guys. We're gonna lose. Yeah, I'd say. Their beacon bar has already dropped to less than half. Uh-oh. Oh! You just recognize or realize. Yeah, I'm trying to make it easier for you guys, and you'd be surprised how many still didn't even get it. I think that's the sad one. I gotta watch this guy. He's waiting on a reload. Oh, I wanted to ditch. If they kill me now, it doesn't really matter. So, like, they moved into center. I wonder if they're going to be able to pull off a win here. Because that's a really late push. Technically, we only need to hold 2. Oh, we'll see what happens. My team needs to get into their Titans. If you're not in your Titan, you need to be in your Titan now. When you see the other team's Titans, that's your cue. Yep, I'm not going to be able to hold this off. I'm trying to hold this down against multiple players here. Well, we might end up losing because my team isn't holding those beacons. I don't think they're getting into their Titans. I hope that's not their strategy. I'm on my last bot here. Yeah, we might end up losing this because I don't think my team's... They're dropping it with their Titans now. It's too late, dude. Ooh. We can get another beacon. Wait, am I shooting through the wall? Well, I know my rockets are. Okay, my rockets are doing... I'm out. $214 likes. We got to 216. I was hoping I could get to 300, but I don't think we're gonna get there. Yeah, my team should have dropped in with... So just if you want to know how the top players play, usually when the top players see that the other team is dropping in with their Titans, usually if they're in a bot, they will play it aggressively, so they lose their bot and then they drop in with their titans. Because you can't fight titans with a regular bot, like not even my Mog one, unless I'm going against like Luchador or like Rook. If you're fighting against like the Maulers and Devourers, you can't really run even this setup, and this has insane output. Maybe a Dux, but if you've got any other thing other than that, then you're not going to fight a Titan with that. Nightbot, I'll think about... Oh, so Nightbot's not a real person. Nightbot's just a... Let's try run this. Nightbot's just an auto bot thing that I put in the chat to help manage. It's posting my Patreon link. Hi, Ricardo. Hey, Carl. Hello, Brian. Dux ability heals gray damage. Hey, Strider. Okay, so for the ones who just dropped by, and you're wondering, like, what is being given away? So hold on, let me just go. So 20 of these Bifrost motherships. So you might be familiar with like the Avalon. This is basically an upgraded version of the Avalon. Okay, so that's what we have. There's a description. The ability name is called Radiant Veil. Okay, and the giveaway, so 20 of these, the giveaway is open to all platforms. It doesn't matter if you're on iOS, Amazon, Steam, Android, My Games. You can enter. It is 100% free. Just remember, this is for a chance to win. Doesn't guarantee that you will win, because I can only give away 20. I mean, I would like to give away this to everyone, but unfortunately, that's not how these giveaways work. And here is the instructions. So make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you leave a thumbs up, share this live stream with your friends, your clanmates, and answer the question, what is the name of the Bifrost ability, rather? Include your pilot ID platform with your answer in one comment. So you will put this in the live chat, and you can enter again when the stream is done in the comment section. Okay, so the winners will be announced April 13th, which I believe is next Sunday. And in case you didn't get the answer... Hi, Ruben. You give away a max... No, I can't give away max level stuff. It's just you get it. So level, whatever, 1. So I guess it will be equivalent to 10,000 components, right? When you get it. Grammar, that's a good question. I don't know myself because that has come up before. I would imagine that it will get delivered, but I don't know if you can use it. That's a good question. I don't know myself, so that's my answer. I'd have to ask Pixonic on that. Because I think there was actually someone that asked me about a similar question when it comes to, like, it may be delivered, but you may not see it until you get to that level. That might be what happens. I'm not 100% sure. But I remember someone asked me a similar question about Titans, because I think I was giving away Titans and someone who won it wasn't level 30 yet, or whatever the Titan level is. Do you only need to enter once? Yeah, you only need to enter once. You don't need to spam it. I mean, really, the odds are about the same. Just don't... The other thing is, don't use multiple YouTube accounts. I had to ban... Well, first of all, there was one person I put on blacklist because they use like 30 different YouTube accounts or whatever. So the thing is, when I used the random comment picker, it chose this guy, but then I noticed the next couple of entries that were drawn, they all had the same pilot ID, and the answer was all formatted exactly the same. So I just took that pilot ID and I threw it into the blacklist, because now they're playing the system. They're trying to basically push everyone to the side so that they win. I don't like that. That's not being fair. So I put them on the blacklist, and then I noticed there was another one, and I have a feeling it might be a clan. I'm not 100% sure. They were using a bot of some sort, which had a similar answer. Everything was formatted the same, but the pilot ID was different. Well, I put them all on the blacklist. Don't play the system, because you're just going to get thrown on the blacklist. Because this way, the ones that actually do play fairly and enter properly, they will stand a better chance of winning. By the pyro weapons. One thing I don't like about the pyro weapons is the overheating. And I know you can say, well, you got to watch it. The thing is exactly that. You might be in a fight and you need that little bit more to take out a player, but you can't, because, well, you gotta basically take you gotta take the damage. Oh, my channel members. Wait, someone asking, what do you get if you are a channel member? So if you're a channel member, you will get access to like an extra 4 live streams like a month. So usually I do that on Saturday, where I will live stream like the baby account, the free account. So I had to do it that way because there were so many complaints from players. They didn't like seeing the baby account, for one, and they're just getting, you could tell they were getting jealous. So all those complaints, I made it a paid. It used to be free, 100% free before. But yeah, I think not only that, I think some were also disliking my videos too. Unfortunate, because it's like, I'm offering it free. It's not like you're paying for it. And I heard someone sniping back here. This guy, right? Well, I guess I'll just take their beacon. That guy's gonna be getting the gap. Oof. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Hi. He almost got that beacon too. See what you did there. You used the whiteout drone so I couldn't use my ability. Smart, smart. Oh shoot, he's gonna sit on me. Oh, hi. Whoa. Whoa. Oh my. Whoa. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna kill him. I don't look too good on the health department, but we got some really good kills. We might be able to surprise that mauler maybe. Wait, he's dashed already though. Gotta give it a couple seconds, you know. There we go. So if you're wondering how did he die so fast, I waited for his ability to end. That's how. Wait, because so it works similar to like the Archo. So with the Archo, it's very strong when it uses its ability because it's absorbing that damage and it's turning it into defense points. So that's what the mauler does. So I wait for his ability, give it a couple seconds, and then I hit him when he doesn't have all those defense points. I was gonna drop in with my Minos, but I think it's a little bit too late now. Damage has been done. It's Batman. We're famous. Even Batman came to visit us. I wanted to jump here, but knowing me and my really bad, yeah, that guy's watching me. You notice this guy, this future warrior? Can I jump from here? I don't know, I never tried. Ah, well, that's good to know. Whoa. No, I don't have a jump. No, that's not good, not good. Jump. I need my reflector shield. Ooh. Hey, I can trap him. He can't get out. No. Oh, wait. Perfect. Thank you for pushing me next to the camper. Oh, that was a good move. Oh. I need to reload quick. Ugh. I don't have a reflector shield. No. Oh no, that poor scorpion. Oh, that poor scorpion is dead. Well, that actually, that kind of worked in my favor. Uh-oh. No! Oh, I tried to use my ability, I couldn't. That actually worked in my favor. That was funny. The guy pushed me back right next to the other camper. That was perfect. Wait, is this guy gonna go to the right of me? The Samjock? Push him this way. Oh, no, no. I'm trying to position myself. Hey. What the heck is going on here? I pushed them all off the beacon. We got it. Yes. Bro, I can't move. Why am I running this way? I can't move. What the? Yeah, it's overheating. That's what I was afraid of. It's overheated again. I mean, it's doing decent damage, but yeah, it's okay. It's not, I don't know if it's one that I would use. He jumped on his head. Look. Oh wait, I shouldn't shoot. He's got a reflector shield. Oh man, this guy's getting... Uh-oh. Oh! I locked him down. Oh, 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 my health. Oh, oh. Ooh. Someone's gonna drop in at the Titan or something. Hey, Adam. I mean, I survived a decent amount of time. But you know what? I think also it's the repair amp on there that's helping. Which is interesting because some Titans, it's better to have the anti-control. Like, I think for Indra. But this one, it seems to work better with the with this combo. In a live chat or when the stream is over. Grammar, you can actually do it both. You can put that in now. And then when the stream is over, you can put in the comment section. So you can enter twice. This way, if you don't get chosen from the live chat, you might get chosen in the comments under, well, when the stream is done. So yeah, either way. What is the top 3 builds for Minos? I think Vajra might be up. I'm going to use Vajra right now. I'm just busy equipping it. I have the other screen up because you guys are dropping... Well, we have new viewers dropping by. So that way you know how to enter. Okay, so I do have my Vajras on. Hey, Just. Actually, wait. I think you said to call you JJ. Is that right? Just Juice, JJ. A lot of hackers. Fudges with cinders. What is it with you? I think you guys are setting me up just to lose. You're trying to make my hangar the weakest possible. At that point, I might as well just run my my baby account. Could I also try Voras? I actually did run Voras. You must have missed it. Entering battles are taking too long. So the reason why, I believe, is because they have separated the platforms. I'm not sure who has... So whenever we get an update, in case you're wondering why it's taking so long to find matches, blah, blah, blah. So whenever we get a new update, they have to separate the platforms because Android might get the update before iOS. So if you think about it, how can iOS play when they don't even have the update? So they have to separate. So let's just say, for example, as a whole, there were like, say, 100,000 players. I'm just making these numbers up. They're not true. As a whole, let's just say it's 100,000 and it's split. Maybe there's like 70,000 are Android players. I don't know, 20,000 iOS or whatever it is. So matchmaking will be faster if it's obviously all 100,000. But what will end up happening is when the update comes, they have to split all the platforms. So now all of a sudden, Android won't match as fast because they're not working with 100,000 players. They're working with 70,000. It's only their platform. And the higher up you go, the longer it's going to take to find matches. This is why a while back when players were asking why doesn't Pixonic match MK3 players with MK3 players, and by the way, I asked him about this as well, like how do they plan on fixing that kind of matchmaking when you have players with such high gear? So the answer was, well, if they did that, the players with MK3 stuff would be waiting like an hour to find one game, by the way. Which is unacceptable. No one's going to wait 1 hour to find a game. So the higher up, remember, the higher up you go. And I know players will say, well, it doesn't really concern them because they're not MK3 or whatever. But at some point, you will level up and it will just be one weapon that will throw you into that matchmaking. It will detect it. And the other argument would be, well, I'm not going to level up. But then if you're not leveling up, then, you know, what's the point of leveling up at all, right? Because then players are not going to level up, period. There's no progression. Yeah, you can't invite them to squad. Yeah, you can't because they don't have the update. It doesn't make sense. Especially if like there are balance changes, that's when you'll really notice it because like let's just say they nerfed the Mauler on Android, but on iOS they didn't. Now imagine if the iOS players could play with the Android players. So the iOS players will have an edge because now their Maulers are not affected by the balance, right? Because they don't have the update. So that's why you can't have the two platforms matching each other. You have to keep them separate until everyone has the update, then you merge. Pixonic is trash, only money matters. Isn't that how every game company is like though? I mean, heck, I play Fortnite, same thing is said by the players. You look at Call of Duty, you look at PUBG, they're all the same. That's how corporate, what's the saying? Corporate greed. I think the other problem is also players. So when players play a game, they see it as a game. It's entertainment for them, right? Whereas they're not seeing the other side that it's actually a business. It's designed to make money. Yes, they will put out new maps or whatever it is, new content. I get that. But they're doing that so that they can keep those players around so that they can keep spending. Because like I said, it's a business. If you're not thinking that way, you gotta start seeing it from that perspective. And this is not me defending anyone, by the way. This is me just pointing the obvious. Wait, why are those guys all the... Oh, that's a lot of Ravagers back there. Oh my. That's a lot of Ravagers. I'm waiting for my super jump here. Let me guess. We basically took out all their campers. Wow. And they had a lot of... That's a lot of firepower, by the way. Yeah, look, we're just... Wow, this game's over. I don't even know where to go. There's another camper here below me. We're gonna land right on top of him. Some ask me, why do I run these Tesla weapons when you have the Mog 1, you know, the Kirin, the Ganjil? So the thing is, these weapons actually charge up your mothership very quickly. That's why. You can also do area damage with it. This is, he's trying to push me off. No! I'm almost dead. He's gonna kill me eventually. Oh, he don't look too good. Oh, this guy's boosting me damage, I think. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff here. I don't know if I can survive this. Oh. That's a lot of stuff. Oh. Got him. Whoa. Wow, that Minos actually held up really well. He has to use his ability. This guy realized afterwards he's dead. There's no ways. Yep. Oh. Ah. Just freezing him up for my teammate so that he takes on more damage, yeah. Should probably get some beacons though. Oh, he's running the Frederick on there. This guy's got the Frederick. Need to get another beacon here if I can. Other team's winning by a beacon bar and by... We got more players, I think. Maybe. We're gonna get that beacon. This one's gonna teleport to me. He's waiting 350 meters. He will teleport to me. He's got the Mog one. There we go. Bye bye. Oh wait, that's a scorpion. Yeah, he's not gonna... Ocho's too strong. Push him. Yes! Into the gorge. Or the abyss. Oh, come on. Oh, I couldn't get him. Oh no, I might die to this one. Uh-oh. I gotta time this properly. Ah, nice. Well played. I was trying to time it properly so that he would attack. You use jump unit on the archer? Yeah, but the jump is going to make it weaker though. Because you need your heal. I think he tries to apply his Indra knowledge on the Minos. Well, once you play the Indra, and you play the Indra, and you learn how to super chest boost. When you learn how to play the Indra, you basically apply it to every Titan. That's why I think it's important. Like, this is just me personally, but if I was a new player, I would still go for this because it teaches you how to time your abilities. Make the ultimate kid have 3 alpha slots. I think you're asking that of the wrong person. I don't work for Pixonic, by the way. Okay, we're gonna play one more game, guys, and then that's gonna be it. Hey, Dion. I'm trying to get this beacon. It was a bit of a gamble, actually, what I did, but it might pay off. Oh. No, 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 no. Oh, he messed up my... I was so... Oh. That would have allowed me to EMP him. That's my teammate got in my way. What's going on over here? It's not good. Whoa, what the? This guy... Wait, the bottom. We need to get more beacons here. My team is... Oh, this is what happens when you give up your beacons, guys. I think this game might be over. Guys, drop in here, please. I need help. Ugh. My gosh. Maybe I should have gone for the other beacon. Yeah, we're not gonna have enough time. It's over. That's over. They got our back beacon. That's what won them the game. The Curie wasn't even... Yeah, I noticed that. He wasn't taking damage. Yeah, one of these guys, they weren't taking damage. Just goes to show you, you know, when you play, if you sit back, you're going to lose a lot of games. And the only person to blame then is the ones that are sitting back. Because you got to think about it like logically. If you're ever in like a battle, right? If we're talking about like a war, if you're giving up positioning on the map, you know, or whatever the battlefield is, if you're giving up positioning to your opponent, how is that going to allow you to win? It doesn't make any sense. So that's why you got to hold your ground. Oh, on my team, they were hacking. Hi, Venetius. They were hacking and they still lost. What platform do I play on? Android. I actually have an account. Well, so my personal account, but I don't really play that now, is on iOS. The battle recording account or battle rec account, which is what I'm on now, is on Android, and the baby account is on Android. Hi, Dion. Okay, so anyways, guys, before I end things here, just what's being given away. So 20 of these Bifrost motherships are going to be given away. So this giveaway is 100% free. It is sponsored by Pixonic, so thank you, Pixonic, for helping me out with this giveaway. It's open to all platforms. Doesn't matter if you're on iOS, Android, Steam, My Games, Amazon. You guys can enter. And in order to enter, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already, make sure that you leave a thumbs up. Share this live stream with your friends, your clanmates. Answer the question, what is the name of the Bifrost ability? And be sure to include your pilot ID, your platform in one comment in the live chat. You can also enter once the stream is done in the comment section. Okay, so let me just go back here in case you didn't catch what the name of the ability is. For the... Do I prefer the Cryo Rhyme or the Ultimate Flames? The Cryo, by far. The thing with the flames, it takes a while. You have to concentrate your flames on a player. If you're lagging really bad, you're going to miss a lot of the shots too. I mean, it could happen with the Cryo Rockets as well. But the Cryo Rockets, at least if you know, there's a little bit of lag, sometimes you can correct that, I just find. And also delivers the damage a lot faster. And you have the freeze effect as well. So if you're talking, yeah, you're talking about the Ultimate Flames. Yeah, no, the Cryo Rockets is far deadlier. It's on another level. I wouldn't even, it's not even close. So for the Archo, if I was to run the Ultimate Flames, just to kind of give you a rating, if I compare it to the Cryo, with 1 being the weakest and 10 being the strongest, Ultimate Flames I would put maybe at a 6. The Cryo Rockets on the Archo would be an 8 or 9. That's the difference. And even the Tesla build, like, so if I was going up against a Tesla build, this thing will do damage to them so fast. They, like, in the time that they take to actually start doing damage to me, they've probably lost weapons at that point. Because remember, it doesn't take long to empty your clip with the Cryo Rockets versus how long it takes with the Tesla. So I'm delivering that damage at a much faster rate. And on top of that, I'm freezing them up. So they're taking even more damage. Which means by the time that they actually start to do somewhat damage to me, they've probably lost weapons at that point. Like, it's, yeah, it's not even a close battle. It's gonna straight up win. Good game, Dougie. How do you get the jump unit? And oh, you have to, well, because I'm playing on, well, it's not only because I'm on emulator. I've actually done that on iPad. Someone questioned me saying that it's not possible, and I demonstrated on an iPad that it actually is possible because I showed them. So you press your jump and you press your raptor ability at the same time. Hi, Weihao. They will nerf the cryo rocket. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it. It does a lot of damage. I don't think players should be surprised either. You know, any weapon, it doesn't, just because something is new doesn't mean it's going to get nerfed. It could be an old weapon that's doing a lot of damage. It applies to every weapon and every bot, titan, whatever in the game. If you look at the definition of what balance is, it applies to everything. It's not just because it's a new item or whatever, you know, or an old item. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't make any logical sense. Because if you're going by that logic, if I would, so let's just say I threw in a Fury Thunder here, right? And you're like, well, that is trash. Thunders don't do any damage. They need to nerf the ducks for complete balance. So what if I told you, okay, they nerfed the ducks and then they gave the Thunders 2000% extra damage? Would you say that's balanced? Well, obviously not, right? Because the Thunder's doing insane damage, then at that point it's killing the game. It's an old weapon. It applies to everything. It's not just like one set. What modules do you put on your Devourer? So I'll show you what I have on mine. This is also going to change, by the way, because it's going to depend on what the meta is at the time. Right now, we're running a meta where there's a lot of stealth. We're talking about like ducks, but also we're starting to see like more Ravagers and more Devourers on the field. Especially Ravagers, I've been noticing a lot more. I'm not sure if players are just winning it more through the event, but I'm seeing like a massive increase in Ravagers. So because of all that stealth, this is typically what I run. So I run the Onslaught for the extra damage, and then I run the Quantum Sensor so I can see those players in stealth. This is actually important if you're countering another Devourer, because then you can time your ability and you can see them. I never used to think much of this track until I started using it on other Devourers, and it actually gives you a massive edge. You can see players up in stealth up to 500 meters if you have this maxed out. But if you're talking about pure raw damage, then obviously this track is the strongest. But it's no point having all this extra damage if your opponent can see you and you can't see them, right? Because by the time that you get your damage in and you use your ability, you are probably almost dead at that point, because I can't tell you how many times I've gone up against players that use that track and I'm using this one. What would happen is I would get the first shot in, sometimes even more than the first shot. It'll be like 2 or 3 shots, and then they realize, wait a minute, this guy can see me. By the time that they activate their ability, they're already at half health. So now the thing is, so they're at half health, and think about it, they can't see me in stealth. So I deliver my damage. I've done half my damage. Their health is done a half health. And then what will happen is, when I'm ready, I will go into stealth, right? But there's one thing, they can't see me because they're using the other damage. It's too late at that point. So what I will then do is I will wait for my ability again. And remember, I can see them. And then I just repeat it. And then I go into my ability. I leech onto them. I can see them already. So I'm already at a massive advantage. And then the next round is going to kill them. The next engagement. Like, it's not even close. Like, that's why I use that. The new shotgun, yeah, those I'm pretty sure are going to get nerfed. It's strong because it's applying the rust and also the crumble. You can't heal from it, right? The damage output is just insane. Yeah, so these are definitely going to get nerfed. Whether they get the treatment that the damper weapons got, I think that would be going overboard. So the other thing too is you got to understand. So the thing that I'm wondering is, so if they nerf these, that might be a problem. For players getting hit by it, I don't mean you guys. It's going to be a problem because I think we need almost these weapons to counter the Bjorn. So if they nerf it, then if you don't have a counter to Bjorn, and well, you know where we're going to go with that, then we have another issue because now it's like having another Mauler in the game where you can't kill them. Well, not Mauler now. I'm talking about before it got nerfed. Fast reload. I could see them maybe like it does a lot of damage, but then the cooldown, like the interval between the shots maybe increases. I don't know. Or what they could do is reduce the amount of rust and crumble. But even then, like you still need a damage nerf because just the sheer burst out, like damage output is kind of crazy. What is my baby account league? It's in High Master. It's almost in Champion League, actually. I'm kind of going back and forth between Master and Champion. I would, if I had to play it on a regular basis, it would definitely be in Champion. And I don't have any doubt about that. Like, especially now, like the games. So, yesterday I broke my damage record again. It's like every single time I play that account, I'm breaking my damage record. And it doesn't even take me that many games. The only thing is, so I can only break my damage record if I'm fighting higher level players, preferably that are MK3. So I know like players complain like they fight MK3, they need MK3. My baby account is not even close to MK3. It's only MK1 level 6. But I need to fight max level players if I want to break my damage record because I need bots that are leveled up. That's the only way that I can do it. When are the results for the giveaways going to be? Winners are going to be announced next Sunday. Actually, probably on, it might even be before, but Saturday, I'd say Saturday evening, give or take. So if you're subscribed and you do have your notifications turned on, typically what I would do is like the day before, I will post the winners. So I will make like an announcement. So if you have all the notifications turned on, you will get that, or you should be notified when I announce. My favorite robot and Titan. I don't know if I have a favorite. Like I like the Baglio. I know I'm not running it right now. I've always liked the Behemoth and like the Baglio. That just because of the sheer firepower. Favorite Titan to run? That's a tough one. Probably Devourer right now. I like running the Indra as well though. But maybe it's because I've been getting really good at running the Indra. And it's about timing your abilities. So I kind of like the style of play for that. It requires a lot of skill, the Indra. But maybe that's why not many like it too, because they struggle with that side, which is understandable because, you know, when you start with it, you won't know your timings. But that's important. That's why I say that, you know, it's a good idea to start or to build the Indra first before you go to something like Devourer or whatever. Because what it teaches you are the timings of your ability. And then once you learn that, you just apply it to every Titan after. You could still use in Champion. Oh, bye, Daggy. Mars was interesting. When that first came out, I remember I didn't really think much of it until I ran into one and I couldn't break their shield. I was like, holy. And it's not only that, their turret was doing. Remember how strong the turret was? Live server. Live server is better in that you will have less issues because the test server, there's a reason why they call it the test server, right? It's because they're testing stuff. That means what you see isn't what is going to happen on the live server necessarily. Like you might be testing like buffs and nerfs on the test server, but maybe some of those don't come to the live server. or you might be experiencing some crazy bug where you do, like, maybe your absorber shield doesn't drop or whatever. You get all these issues happening, and if it's going to happen, it's more likely going to happen on a test server. Okay, so I think that's going to be it, guys. Before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic, Kind, Dice, Peter, Colden, Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream chat. Much appreciated. If they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. Also, thank you very much to Gatto earlier for the donation. Much appreciated. And if Gatto has a YouTube channel, make sure to check them out. You got really good with Mars and throwing the turret. Would you say you're good with the Curie? I don't know if you have a Curie. Game style is actually pretty similar. You might do well with Sirius too. Although Sirius is suffering, I still think like, I don't know why, like, so if you look at Sirius, they don't have like a support track. There's no such thing. It's only damage dealer, which makes actually no sense. Because it's like a healer, so why would it be like a damage dealer? It doesn't. Whereas if you go to like a Demeter, yeah, if you look at the Demeter, you have a support, right? They should have a support for the Sirius. Bye, Grandma. Okay. Anyways, that is going to be it. So no content tomorrow. Tuesday, there will be a baby account video coming up. So I did the opening of the datapad delivery for the baby account, so you can see what I won. And I had some crazy games. You'll see. I broke my damage record in one of them. Although I think, yeah. I'm not going to spoil it. That's coming on Tuesday. So this week, just so that you know, we only have about 2 days left. That means this week we're going to be getting the new update, which also means probably more giveaway prizes at in the future coming up. I'm guessing for the new robots, but I don't know 100% sure. So this week also there won't be dream hangers because of that update. I'm going to be focusing on the new content. Just to kind of give you a heads up. Okay, so I think that should be it. If this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel or live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream featuring the Bifrost. Don't forget to follow the instructions very carefully if you do enter the giveaway. Good luck. Hope you guys win. And with that said, thank you guys for watching. Stay safe. And until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.